Yo, Mad Max in the building. What's going on, man? What is up? Saturday night chillin'. Hope everybody's doing well. Just wanted to go live, and I really think like the plan for tonight's live is just to kind of like I'm gonna try to chill. That's one thing. So I hope you guys can join me. And then number two, we're gonna fill this out. So obviously we're sitting on a lot of heat, sitting on a lot of sneakers. I'm going to select, I don't know, 4 to maybe 5 to put on the display. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing in tonight's live. What's my guess for this week's drop? It's a great question, man. We'll get to it. I got a couple things that I'd like to talk about tonight for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to go live, and stay consistent. So what are we having over here? We're having some elderberry tea. Cheers up to everybody. Let's give it a couple of minutes for some people to like stroll on in, but yeah, hope everybody's doing well. Again, I'm not really good. I don't really have anything super planned structured for the night's video. I just dropped an unboxing, just a quick Supreme small box unboxing on the channel. So again, if you guys are like viewing into my channel for the first time ever, my name's Ernest Khan. I am a professional yo-yoer. I am obsessed with fashion. We do this, all right? So I have a lot of knowledge in the fashion space, and we've been in it for a long time. Everything from skateboarding, yo-yoing, streetwear, all that jazz. So if that's your cup of tea, subscribe to the channel, my friends. And yeah, we've been posting pretty regularly. We're trying to make it a point to at least post like once a week, and then kind of ramp that up to get back on a more regular cadence. I believe it was in 2022, 2023 where we were really like doing anywhere from like 2 to 3 lives a week on sneaker reviews. Now we still will be doing sneaker reviews on the channel. That's definitely of highest priority, as that's what brought a lot of people to the channel to begin with, thus what got us monetized. So I do plan on continuing to do that. So for tonight's stream, we're going to talk on a couple things, but the plan is to fill this out. So I do have, we have a lot of sneakers here, and it's going to be, I'm going to be honest, it's going to be hard for me to select 4 to put on display, but that's kind of like the initial plan. But Mad Max, to answer your question in terms of like, what are we expecting? What are we actually expecting from this week's Supreme drop? Okay, there's a lot of speculation that this week is going to be AOI. I have a good feeling that it is going to be AOI, but again, there's no confirmations yet, as we've been teased the SpongeBob drop, and we've also been teased the AOI. However, from sources that I've spoken to, in terms of what the jacket's price tag is going to be, we're looking at about $698. That's without tax and fees and all that mumbo jumbo. So just let that be known that that's looking like a confirmed price. Again, they don't necessarily leak this type of pricing unless the drop's going to be like not going to be happening soon. So I am pretty confident that it's going to be dropping probably within the next week or 2. But again, you didn't hear from me. There's no confirmations just yet. I know there's a lot of excitement around AOI. It's literally one of the highlight pieces of the entire season, at least in my eyes, and I know a lot of people are very excited about it. This drop is not going to be easy. It's going to be a very difficult drop for sure, as a lot of people, there's money to be made from the products that are dropping, whether it's the hat, whether it's the jacket, alongside other items. I do generally believe that with the AOI items that they'll be adding, they're probably going to be adding more hype as well. So we shall see. Again, I'm speculating that they will be dropping those leather items on the same week. I don't know. It just kind of seems like, I don't know. I could definitely see them side by side, but again, there's no confirmation. So we're going to be finding out more about that. Mad Max says, my dog Luke said it for the past 3 to 4 weeks. At this point, I don't believe it's ever happening. No, it is going to happen. Like, they can't. Okay. Let me actually just jump real quick over here, all right? So, this is one of the items that actually popped in. I forget which order. I don't. I think it was probably one of my first orders. Okay, now this is the Supreme Spring Summer Lookbook in an actual book form. And again, so a couple pieces that we do have over here. Everything from that first week that dropped all the way down to one of my favorite pieces. This one here. Maybe not the entire fit, but the jacket for sure is definitely one of my favorite pieces. This shot jacket, I didn't really like the initial, the initial clips here. I just think it's very, I don't know, it's very asylum-y. It's kind of like a straight jacket in a way. So I was not really a fan of what Sean's wearing over there. This one, it was just a little way too much. We're still waiting on this piece. I know a lot of people are very excited about this piece specifically. So again, only time will tell when they're going to be dropping this. I don't think they're going to be dropping this in the same week as AOI, but you'll be surprised considering the fact that AOI isn't necessarily a leather jacket. Maybe they could, okay? But again, we shall see. There's no confirmation. There's no nothing. I don't really have insider information other than what the initial jacket's going to be costing, all right? So we do happen to have that. And then I believe, yeah, the SpongeBob's going to be one of the premier ones. So this could be dropping, possibly. It could possibly be dropping this week, but again, no confirmation yet. I do believe this is going to be a hyped item for sure to be able to obtain, especially this one in this colorway versus the other one, which is, I believe, a black and pink one. So only time will tell, okay? And I genuinely believe, like, come Sunday evening, Monday morning, that's when we will know what is happening. I know it's driving a lot of people crazy. Everybody's asking me the same damn question, like, what the hell is going on? And I believe this jacket already. I do generally like this jacket. I think it's nice, and that already dropped. And then, yeah, some other items that I believe. I'm not the biggest fan of this shot jacket with the buttons. I just think it's a little bit too much. This hat was a banger. I generally believe that was a banger. Let's keep it moving. This one I believe already dropped with the script on the cowhide. I'm going to be honest. I do like this. I do like this hoodie. I feel like this hoodie was, let's see the back of it with the S logos on it. It was definitely a little plain in the front and all that, but all the embroideries literally on that hood, which I think is awesome. This one, also, this Vanson piece is yet to drop. So the Vanson piece is still yet to drop, as we know. But yeah, Umbro already dropped. AOI is definitely, look at that. You! Oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy. All right, AOI embroidered hood work jacket S logo sweatpant is what he was wearing. Look at that. Holy hell. Everybody wants this, okay? And if they don't want it, they want it to resell for sure, okay? So this is like literally, I remember drooling literally when I saw this piece on the lookbook. So I mean, it's nice to have the lookbook in lookbook form and actually be able to kind of go through it with you guys. Again, the main premise of this conversation tonight is really not to go through the lookbook, but I'll show you another piece that did drop recently that actually I'm a fan of, and that is this piece. Generally like this a lot. Okay, we got to try this in store. This one is old-time banger for sure. That red, I know something about that red and navy, and then with the leopard print. Now, I am not a fan of this. Like, I'm a fan of this. Like, how this looks. Like, just this alone. Something about that just looks so good. And you could really mix and match this with a lot of things. Now, again, this piece is going to keep you very warm. But it's not a piece that you can wear all year round. Mainly because of the fact that the inside, you flip the sucker around, and you got that. So it's just a whole bunch of fox fur, and you're going to have all that fox fur on you when you flip it around, so it's just kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot, especially if you're going to be wearing this when it's warm outside. So I don't advise that. It's really strictly a piece for when it's cold outside. And then generally feel like you don't really need a lot. You can just wear a t-shirt and then this piece, and it will actually keep you warm. So yeah. I hope that answered your question in terms of, what's expected. Again, there's still a lot of speculation in terms of what's to come. I don't want to say it's going to be this, and then it's not, because we generally thought AOI was going to be last week. And we also thought it was the week before that. It's not, right? But there's definitely, because I generally feel like once they're done with the AOI week, then it's going to be like, okay, then it's probably going to be SpongeBob after. You know, I don't know if they're going to be doing back to back. Sometimes they want to spread that out a little bit, because if they give it all away, then nobody's really going to pay attention for the remainder of the season. You know what I mean? Like if they put all the hype stuff for next week, and then after that there's nothing, then it's just like people just tend to drop off, right? But yeah, so I don't know if for the stream I'm going to be asking for help in terms of, hey, what sneakers do I put here? Maybe with the selection that I do have, maybe some advice in terms of, hey, you know, what should go where. So that's kind of like the plan for today's stream. But again, today's stream, we're just chilling. I'm going to continue to get some music just like playing in the background, just some chill vibes. And again, if there's any advertisements that pop up, I'm just going to have to like just shut this sucker down, all right? But again, feel free, if you guys are chilling out for the Saturday night live, feel free to ask questions in the chat. Again, we try to be responsive on any of the questions. And yeah, we're literally just, we're chilling out, we're hanging out. But I do want to kick things off by sharing, I guess, a low-key unboxing of a sneaker that I've actually been wanting. Now, it's not the most exciting sneaker, but it is something that I am excited, and I will be actually putting it up on the shelf. So we're gonna get to that in a couple minutes. But yeah, straight up, you know what I mean? Like we're very excited. There's a lot of exciting things happening in the next couple weeks. Also, not to segue too far, but let me just find here. It's got to be here. Yeah, it's got to be here. I'm hoping US pops up. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a quick transition over to the sneakers app, okay? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna touch on this very briefly, okay? This sneaker, okay. So a lot of people talking about this. I generally feel like in terms of where this CJ1T Rex Bright Cactus is gonna land in terms of like price point, it's already heavily dropped, okay? I checked the price 2 days ago. It was at like 750 mark, and it has substantially dropped all the way down to that 300 mark because, again, this is just released on the Travis Scott website. Let it be known in the comments of this video if you guys ended up hitting on a pair of these, and if you like them, okay? Me, one of my favorite colors is Vault, that Vault neon yellow, green, what have you. I absolutely love that, and I think it is an absolute banger, especially for the summer. I like this sneaker a lot. It is definitely on the top of my list in terms of sneakers to obtain this year, okay? So very excited about this one specifically. Now, again, this sneaker specifically is not for everybody. It's definitely a little, maybe it's really out there, if I'm going to say so myself. But yeah, this is retailing at the price tag of $200. I believe I'm on the right site. Yeah, United States. Okay, just want to make sure. And then let's just briefly take a look at the different. There you go. All right, and then again, this is going to be released in multiple sizes. We're going to have regular sizes for everybody. You know, men's converted to women's, and then also we're having, I believe, grade school and toddlers is what it will be releasing as well. So. A couple options for that specifically. I really do like the pops. I think that this was, in terms of colorway configuration on this, I think it's a solid piece. So I'm excited about this one specifically. Now, this is releasing the tail end of the month. It's releasing on April 30th. So best of luck to anybody. I am curious because of the fact that this has already happened on Travis Scott's, on Travis Scott's site. Like, did you actually hit, I don't know how many pairs, but from what I'm hearing from sources on what's going to be released on the sneakers app, we're expecting anywhere from around 55,000 pairs. Again, this is all speculation. I don't know the exact numbers just yet, but we'll find out soon enough. We're gonna find out soon enough on the exact on the exact amount of pairs, on like how many there are, and but overall, I think it's just a solid pair. I generally do like the sneaker. I feel like it was a little underwhelming when it first came out, but out of all the colors that I like so far, I really do like those mochas. Like that chocolate on chocolate. I think really is a solid pair, and then these ones too. I do like this a lot. It's just like a solid summer fit. You can mix and match this with a lot of different things, especially like with just a lot of like dark tones. Let the shoes speak. Let the shoes pop. So, yeah, and it does come with a lot of different. It does come with a lot of different. What am I talking about over here? Shoelaces. So you get the vault. You get the vault with a little bit of black. You got the black, and then you also have this. But I think in terms of colorway, I probably would just leave it as is. Maybe black, if anything, if I were to change it, just to match that tongue. But yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't really like mess around with the laces too much. I probably just would leave it as is. Solid pair. These do run true to size. I just want to let everybody know if you're unsure. Hey, what size should I go for? So yeah, so there's that. But again, we just vibing out here. Yo, G-Face, what's going on? What's up? Yo, we just had a couple people jump in. So, guys, if you guys don't know, we're just hanging out. Tonight's stream is just like a chill stream. I'm really working on being more consistent. So, again, my apologies for not being as consistent as I'd like. But, yeah, we're here. I just dropped a video, just a quick Supreme unboxing, with some stickers and stuff like that. Again, when you receive a box these days, you don't really know what stickers are going to come with it. So, we are... You hit those in the Travisite. Nice, G-Face. What size did you end up hitting? I'm very curious. Congrats. That is awesome, my friend. Great to hear. We love to hear sneaker community coming out full force and getting those W's for sure, without a doubt. Bro, family and life first. Yeah. No, I mean, I think, hey, yo, Louise, what's going on, man? What is up? Happy to see you guys strong in the building. And yeah, we're getting so again, for today's stream, I know we've been have this, like, not only have we had a little bit of a hiatus, but we're missing what this channel's about, yo. So we're gonna get this filled out tonight. We are gonna get this filled out tonight. I'm not ending the stream until this is complete with sneakers, okay? And whether that be 4 or 5 sneakers, I mean, the 5th one you probably won't be able to see. So, yeah, we're going to work on 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to fill that out throughout the evening. But, again, tonight's stream is to chop it up with you all and just hang out and, yeah, and catch up, all right? So, I do want to let you guys know. So, this morning, I mean, it's been a hot minute since what can you notice about me? I'm not wearing my glasses, all right? So, I actually went to the optometry ophthalmologist, optometry, whatever you want to call it. We went to the eye doctor. I guess maybe that may make a little bit more sense to people who don't know the terminology. But yeah, we went to the eye doctor this morning just to get some contact lenses, so we could pop them on and yeah, it's been a couple months. I think it's been probably 5 or 6 months since I've been just dying to just get some contact lenses back in the circulation. Back in the cycle here, you know what I mean? Was nice. Was a nice hit. Didn't think it was gonna happen. Hope goes well with Frag Lows. Yeah, man. Oh man, a lot of people definitely excited for those Trav Lows. I feel like there's mixed feelings from what I'm hearing, or at least mixed sayings. Some people feel they're a little underwhelmed. I generally like those Frag Lows. I think they're really clean, and I'm excited to see what Sneakers does. Because you guys know, Sneakers been switching it up with these links, right? Or like a lot of people just open the site, it's not accessible. You have to be following the influencer. There's that secret link that you need, right? So, yo, BG Kickers, what's going on, man? What up, chat? Make sure you all smash that like button for the fam. Yeah. So again, for tonight's stream, for all y'all that are hanging out with me tonight, we still be scooping up them sneakers. Like I mean, you could try to get rid of me, but we still been scooping up them sneakers. So I'm going to be unboxing one. We're going to put it on the shelf, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it and my honest, humble opinion about it. Again, it's not going to be like a sneaker review by any means, but I do want to fill. I want to fill this. I want to fill this out by the end of this evening. Okay. Again, not sure how long I'm going to be live for, but I just wanted to kind of catch up with you all and just kick it. You know what I mean? Just because it's been a hot minute. We excited for these Jumpman Jacks? Yeah, no, we are, man. We are. Let it be known. Other than G-Face, amazing hit on them. Did you end up hitting your size? I'm curious. As from what I know, when it comes to just Travis Scott in general, I feel like a lot of people have more luck hitting on the toddler and infant sizes. Those like smaller sizes typically are like, oh, I hit on the smaller size, right? So I'm curious. I saw a couple dubs in one of the sneaker channels I follow. Somebody hit on a size 13. Again, I generally think that there's like this is strictly a personal. I generally, unless you sell quick, you get it early, you sell quick, then there's some money to be made. As these were trending in the 700 mark like 2 days ago. But again, people typically wait for the actual drop. I will be obtaining these. I really do like these a lot. It's one of my favorite Travis Scotts. I really do like that vault. There's just a lot of things you can mix and match with that specifically, especially around that summertime for sure, right? But BG Kicks, what's going on, man? Salutes, good to see you, man. We're here, we're alive, we're doing it. You know what I mean? And I again, you know, I everybody who's been wondering like, where the hell is this dude, or you know, what's going on? You know, life happens, you know, and sometimes people need to take hiatuses, you know, in terms of consistency and what you hit 10.5 first time you hit on Trap Site. Hey man, congrats. I entered 3 emails, man. 3 emails, and yeah, you know, just is what it is. You know, we just got to keep it moving. But congrats, that is awesome. Nice hit on that. So let me jump back over here. So again, I am very, very excited about this sneaker specifically. But in today's video, this is one of the sneakers that we actually did hit on. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and unbox the box over here. Because we're going to be adding this on the shelf. I generally do like to sneaker a lot. Now, this already released a couple times, okay? And whether you're a fan or whether you're not, you know, that's all right because I generally like these, okay? Handy dandy cutter. Be safe when you are cutting. Always cut away from you. You guys know that, all right? But yeah, we just dropped a really short. We just dropped a very short video, like a Supreme unboxing on just a small item that we ended up picking up. All right, I just want to make sure, always cutting away, and yeah. Okay. Now, I wonder if anybody can guess in the chat if you guys know what this might be. But again, this isn't necessarily, bro. I hear you. Trust me, completely understand. Yeah, no, it's not. And I think being consistent with anything, or you know, folks like you know, HHSB, you know, he's transitioned into like doing music as well, and I feel like it's a very interesting time right now for sneakers. I feel like so you have to kind of like mix up your content. So I respect that 100%, but it's also hard because a lot of the community you're building is like true sneakerheads, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, we need to kind of transition into music and doing reviews, you know, and you know, go like reaction videos and what have you. So you at the end of the day, it's like content is content, and content that does well is king, right? So it's like trying to find that fine line with like your brand and what you're about. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's unbox these. Okay, so I wonder if anybody can guess what these are. Okay, but there we go. Okay, now I don't own many of this. It's a collaboration. I don't own many of these collabs, but I'm going to show you exactly what it is. I wonder if anybody can guess. You can either guess it in the chat, but we're going to go in and we're going to unbox it over here. All right, and can anybody guess? All right, here we go. All right, we ended up, yes, getting the A Ma Maniére 3s, okay? There you go, my size. And these were actually very limited on the sneakers app, okay? Now, I know these were sitting on A Ma Maniére's site. You can tell me all that stuff. Let me go ahead and read here. Yeah, Air Jordan Air Jordan 3 Retro OG SB white diffused blue. Okay, and it does have that plastic wrap on it. Now this is going to be going on the shelf. Okay, I was actually kind of interested on the box color and all that stuff, but it still does come with that initial flap, which you just kind of have to open it up a little bit over here, and there you go. So, woo! Okay, all right. So I'm gonna put that away carefully, and let me go ahead and just put this down over here real quick. Gotta be careful with the merchandise, all right? Go. Just put this on display over here. All right, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna tuck that to the side, and there you go. I'm on your paper. And this is the first time I'm ever seeing these sneakers. They have not been unboxed, what have you. I just wanted to open it up. There we go. Okay, and here you have it. The A Ma Maniére 3s. I believe it's is it For the Love? Can somebody put in the chat initially the exact name of these specifically? Something Love in it, I know is the name, but I know these already released, and they released in mass quantities, and they were sitting. However, from what I hear in the videos and all the things that I saw, I think these are straight bangers. Okay, so let me go ahead and unbox them. There we go. Okay, quality is on point. Let's freaking go. These are awesome. Wow. Yeah, these are definitely going. These are going on foot, like for sure. Okay. Now let me explain why I like this specifically. I really do like this diffused blue, and I generally think that that bandana jacket that Supreme recently dropped, the one that Cardi B was wearing. These sneakers are gonna go real well with that, because the diffused blue specifically, I think just really complements that jacket. All right, so that's my humble opinion. I generally think, especially being in the game for quite some time, can anybody agree? These with the that bandana jacket, woo! I got a pair as well. I just like them, bro. I'm happy they sat. Yeah, for sure. So these are going on the shelf, whether you like it or not. It's my shelf at the end of the day. All right, so there you go. So you got that nice A Ma Maniére in the front. These are clean, and if you didn't pick these up, I believe they're actually, I believe they're not doing anything too crazy in the aftermarket. So there you go. And when I see this tag, this one over here, I know they're made well. I know they're made well when I see that tag, that neon green, that vault. That's how you know. So again, I guess I'll just be. I told you I want to put sneakers on it, but I didn't tell you how well I'm going to put it. I'm not going to be lacing these up, spend all that time doing it, but I will. Congrats, BG. So cool seeing you on here. Yeah, yeah, man. No, congrats again on that. That's awesome. Again, I am a little curious. Anybody in the chat, let me know, because I am not a fan of wearing this plastic piece when I'm out and about. I've seen people wear it. It drives me crazy. But again, I'm not going to go up to people and say, hey, yo, don't wear that. Wear whatever you want. But I just think it's a little much. Okay, it's a little much. But this diffused blue is kind of like a little bit of like a purple in a way, and it's like a matte. It looks really good. It looks really good. And yeah, this is going to be the first sneaker that we're going to be putting on the shelves, on the shelf. Okay, it would be nice to eventually maybe have like another one. Like, I don't know. I don't want to have too much, but I want to make sure that I'm intentional about the sneakers I have on display. But yeah, no, that is awesome. For anybody that did end up getting these, congrats. I think these are awesome. I actually do have a buddy who ended up also hitting on these. So I'm just going to tuck the laces inside. I believe it does come with some extra laces. Let me just share that, flaunt that on screen. So it does come with white, and then it also comes with kind of like a little bit of cream. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is not also just white. It's a little bit on the cream side. A little bit on the cream side. I don't know if the lighting gives it away, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put this. Let's put this right over here. Yep. Okay. Right there. I had to like dust these shelves off. Yeah, quality is good. Quality is good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quality is fuego on these. All right. Anyway, so that's going to be the first one. I'm going to put that right over there. Again, I just want to let it be known my love for sneakers is not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay. We love this. We love the community. Sneaker community, I said it time and time again, it's one of the best freaking communities ever. You guys know that, all right? That's why you guys keep showing up. So I appreciate that. And I'm going to go ahead and tuck this box away. But I wanted to share with you on the stream kind of like, what we're excited about. This banana jacket, blue denim, game over, okay? Straight up, all right? So wanted to share that. Again, I think it's important. I'm not saying everything Nike needs to be complemented with everything Supreme, but you think about it. Nike and Supreme intentionally put out stuff around the same time, So it's nice to be able to have an understanding of hey, this looks good with this looks good with this. Now, it doesn't always have to be matchy-matchy. You don't always have to match your pine green SV3s with the green, Supreme hoodie and all that. But at the end of the day, do what makes you feel good, Do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you feel alive. And I'm definitely not in the business of telling anybody what to do, especially when it comes to fashion, I want people to just be able to, be themselves and do what they want to do, So I'm gonna go ahead. For sure. If anybody has any questions, again, I'm gonna tuck this away. I'm not gonna, typically, I am a little curious. I got a question for you guys. What do you do with your boxes? You put your shoes on the shelf, and then now you have this thing that you got to figure out what to do with. We have we got too much stuff here. We have a little station where we actually kind of put all our stuff for them to be able to hang out. But yeah, so yeah, I will eventually lace those up, but these not going anywhere. Okay, we plan to wear those. Now another pair that is one of my buy what you like, 100%, man, for sure. So another pair, one of my all-time favorite sneakers. I'm about to go ahead and put it on the shelf. All right, I wonder if anybody can guess what it is. Okay. But it is not a 3, and it is not a 4, and it's not a Air Jordan 1. That's for sure, okay? So I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to go ahead and I really wonder if anybody can guess what we're going to go ahead and put up next. All right. So I got it right up here. All right. Here we go. I wonder if anybody can guess what these are. This is another one that's definitely going on the shelf. All right, there you go. I'm already giving it away. I'm typically 9.5. We size up for this. One of my all-time favorite sneakers, for sure. Okay. Every time I see somebody wear this, I'm like, I should have worn them today. It's just like a feeling that I get. All right, so these are 11s, for sure. Yeah, you guys know. Cherry 11s. Now, when I first got these, we ended up getting a 9.5. And, they do typically fit true to size, but for me, I did need to size up a little bit, that pinky toe is just screaming. But look at how clean these are. You can't go wrong with Cherry 11s, my friend. I mean, this is just one of my all-time favorite sneakers. It's just such a good pair, and they smell good. Sheesh. All right, so there you go. Cherry 11s, baby. Cherry 11s, one of the hands down, one of my all-time favorites. I remember wearing this, and these are just I call these the Christmas killers. They're just if you're going to imagine Santa Claus wearing a pair of sneakers, this is it. This is it. And if you don't own a pair of these sneakers, I don't know, are you really a sneakerhead? Straight up. This pair. These sneakers are just, man, I feel like a kid at a candy shop when I see these, you know what I mean? There's something about that red, you know what I mean? It just and you can mix and match this with so many fits, you know what I mean? The sneakers definitely really, really pop when you wear these. They're really just, these are they're the Christmas killers. They're straight up. I'm gonna call these the Christmas killers. I really do like these a lot. So there you go. Just gonna give you a quick 360 before we put these on the shelf. But this is the second one that I'm putting on. I was just like, we're serious about this stuff. We really care. And this is one of my all-time favorite sneakers for sure. I remember, what was it? A year or a year and a half ago. Well, when these dropped, we ended up doing a Christmas giveaway where we ended up actually giving one of these away to one lucky subscriber. Now I know it's been a while since I've done giveaways and stuff like that, but maybe we will be doing a giveaway one day soon. But right now, I just want to show you guys, you know, we're doing this, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these on the shelves. But let it be known in the chat if you guys do happen to have this in your collection. All-time grail for sure. Okay, so where are we putting this? I think I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually put it right. Yeah, we just want to make sure all the placement is good, and these look super clean. Woo! These look super clean. Look at that. Woo! Okay, I really like these a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put it right up there. And yeah, those look good. I feel like it's this place is starting to come alive. Like, what's going on, yo? You know, you guys like peeping my channel, and it was like, where'd all the sneakers go? You know what I mean? It's almost like I got robbed or something, man. But yeah, man, for sure, 100%. So okay, I'm putting that away, and now I'm gonna have to figure out a place to put those boxes and all that stuff. But again, let me actually, my cat's meowing. I'm like, bro, I just fed you. Let me go ahead and just find another. Yeah, let me just find another. Oh, okay, because we don't want to play any of that, like any of these advertisements. Let's do this one. But yeah, yo, we all just hanging out as I slowly complete this. That's really the main premise of the conversation today. Now, guys, before I stroll on to move into the next sneaker, I did do a unboxing, a Supreme unboxing, where I'm gonna go ahead and just gonna pop this sucker on right now. Because we're a fan of the bandana print, so we ended up this is the black bandana. Just wanted to share that, yeah. Super clean. I do like this hat. I think it's a banger. So this is like one of the hats we recently picked up. So I wanted to share that on the initial stream. And then if you guys want to see initially what stickers we ended up getting, we ended up getting some pretty awesome stickers. No complaints there. But yeah, I did drop a video prior to going live with that. I just wanted to share that with you all. But yeah, there's progress. All right, there's progress. And then let me just actually just jump back here real quick. All right, so we got these Mambacitas coming up soon. This is another sneaker I'm pretty excited about for sure. The UNC Reimagined. I do like the fact that it is coming out in a, you need the pants for the complete banana fit. Hey man, now you got a good point. I know some people are doing that. I don't know if I think for me, I think it's a little overkill. I think if you're gonna do the pants, do the pants. If you're gonna do the jacket, do the jacket. I don't know if it's in my best interest to wear the entire fit together. I'm not opposed to wearing complete fits. I think wearing complete fits sometimes look good, especially like if you're wearing like maybe like a green, you know, sweatshirt, or you know, like a green hoodie, and then some green like sweatpants as well that look like identical in terms of color. I think that's fine. I don't know. I'd like to see myself actually with the complete bandana fit for sure. But yeah, the hats in that distressed blue definitely flew for sure. I just feel like I'm always wearing like black or something like that. So yeah, we ended up having that black one. And then I also generally feel like after it starts to fade and stuff like that, it's gonna add some character. It's gonna add some character to to the hat. But yeah, I did want to just touch on this one over here. So we are excited about this. It does seem like it's pretty good quality from what I see. I am a little curious on like the hints, if this is like a gray or if this is a white or what have you, but this is definitely cream. And then that UNC blue, but from the videos I've seen, it does look like a straight banger, and this is definitely going to be, I generally believe this will sell out. I don't know how well it's going to do on the aftermarket, because again, this is going to be a mass-produced sneaker. But yeah, definitely excited for this one specifically. Let's actually just click in on it so we can see some of the product shots. And then after we can get back to filling out the initial shelf. I already have another sneaker in mind that I do plan on putting up, so yeah. But Mad Max, did you pick up any of the bandana stuff? Actually, did any of you guys, anybody watching right now, did any of you pick up anything from the Supreme bandana drop? Very, very curious. So these are dropping on 510. A lot of excitement around it. It does look like a little bit more of like a light gray, if anything. Let me go ahead and see. Okay, and then this looks like that. Like it almost looks like it's like aged. Very similar to the Lost and Founds. Is what I'm seeing over here. I don't know. For me, I like these a lot for sure. I can imagine these with orange laces. That's just me. I know that's really loud, really out there, but I don't know. Just something about this, I generally think it's going to look really good with like just nice, bright orange laces for sure. You got the blue bandana cap. Nice, 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 nice. A buddy of mine ended up hitting on the blue denim bandana pants. He really likes them a lot. He actually says he's switched up on his opinion about it, and it's one of his favorite pieces of the season. I'm like, wow, okay. I really wish I saw them in person, but alas, it is what it is. All right, let me go ahead and just find another song so we just gotta keep it moving here. I just want to again just have a chill stream. I just feel like every time I end up going live, I end up just like rapid firing through stuff. You know what I mean? Like just boom, like a bat out of hell. But so we're trying to just take it easy, chill with you all, let you guys know. Look, we're here, we're chilling, we're vibing, we're catching up. UNC's fire, but passing. I need this. Oh yeah, the Soul 2.0 is coming up. Okay, nice, yeah, no for sure. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Okay, this song's a little on the faster side. Let me find. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, guys. I mean, can you all agree with me with the fact that we really need to be selective these days, especially when we're buying stuff? You know, any of these things that we're putting like money into as an investment these days in fashion probably isn't the most like financially responsible thing to do. I generally feel like it's important to, if you're going to be buying something and using it, okay, that's a different thing. Oh, you're Korean American, so it's a must cop. Nice, man. Okay, awesome, man. Awesome. Let me go ahead and actually, can I just highlight this? Yeah, let me actually just, I am very curious. Let me go ahead and just, will this pop up? There we go. Okay. I'm just going to click into this. Oh, I believe it's going to pull up my X account. Is it going to pull up my X account? I don't really use X. I should, I probably should. Okay, let me just X out there. All my emails. Yeah, wow, these are clean. Okay, wait. So, what is the main difference? Is this one coming? I assume. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I am under the impression it's going to be this one. Yeah, these are nice. I much prefer the one on the bottom for sure than the one on top. These are clean. Cool stuff. Nice. Yeah, I like these. Soul 1.0s, of course, 1.0, and then 2.0s at the bottom. Yeah, no, these are nice. I respect that. I like it. I like it. All right, let's jump back here. So yeah, I think this is going to be a pass. I like how they switched up the box. You know how Lost and Founds are, I believe it's orange on the top and then black on the bottom. Yeah, so there's that. And then we're going to get to continuing to put on a couple more sneakers over here. And but yeah, again, at the end of the day, we're just vibing. And I do like the fact it does come with some extra laces. You do get that UNC blue, and you do get that white as well. I don't know. I feel like the UNC on UNC would probably be a little bit too much over here. But it is nice when you get extra laces. You could probably put this UNC color on another pair of sneakers. You know, that's typically what we do. We love our laces for sure. We're very particular about the laces and all that stuff. So I still think this is a cop for sure. I do like this a lot, and yeah, we will see if we do end up with one of these in the collection. But I think if I do end up obtaining this pair, I'll wear it for sure. So yeah, I am looking forward to this drop, which is coming pretty soon, May 10th. May 10th, it is dropping. It is dropping. It is dropping. All right. So we're gonna get to the next pair. I wonder. I am going to be dropping. I'm going to be putting an SB over there. I wonder if anybody can guess which SB, but let me go ahead. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to go get it right now, and we'll add it onto the display. Right. All right, all right, all right. Okay, we do have the sneakers over here. I'm probably going to put it on the top of the shelf, to be honest. Okay. Those pants with it aren't it at all. Oh, which? Sorry. Oh, which are you talking about? Like these pants? Yeah, nah, they're not. Nah, not at all. Sometimes, sometimes I look at stuff like this and I'm just like, I don't really know what they're doing. You know, sometimes it's just a big head scratcher. But yo, anybody who is either rewatching the stream or watching the stream right now, if you don't mind smashing that like button if you guys are enjoying the content. Again, you guys are helping me. You're supporting me by being on here as I fill out my sneaker tower over here. So we're slowly putting sneakers back on. It's been a hot minute since I've had sneakers on it. So again, because we recently got carpet input in my apartment over here, so literally had to take everything out and then bring it all back in. All right. So yeah, let me go ahead and okay. Well, we got a little bit of there we go. Just trying to find some like non-copyrighted music over here. But yeah, we're gonna move to the next sneaker. This is one of my all-time favorite sneakers that actually did drop last year. So we're gonna go ahead and put it up. I know that this was a favorite sneaker of a lot of people. They did sell out. I don't believe they're doing that well in the aftermarket. Like I still believe I mean, definitely are doing better than retail for sure. Like there is resale to be made, but they're not doing the numbers that they used to do. I believe these were at the 450 mark, and now they've dropped to like the 350 mark, but they still are a really good Nike SB. So there you go. Over here, you happen to have it. Okay. I wonder if anybody can guess what we are going to be unboxing. But yeah, it's a good one. It's definitely one of my favorite ones. These are the Futura. There you go. So the Futuras are going to be put on the shelf, okay? Love this pair. It is awesome. All right, so top of the shelf. Just need to find that fine balance. And this is a size 10. Now, I've heard mixed feelings about the quality on this sneaker. Some people say, oh, the quality wasn't all that great. I don't know. I personally think it's fine. I just do find it interesting that this initial mesh over here. Let me actually switch these. Oh, you thought it was going to be Verdes. Nah, man. Nah, yeah. Okay, let me just move out of that. Yeah, so there you go. And you got the FL on the back. I don't know, personally, the quality of these I think is good. I don't know, buddy, you want your toy? Give me a second, go get it. Okay, so my cat's trying to get his toy. It was going under the door. Okay, there you go. So again, these are clean. And I believe like the pattern seems to be the same on all of them. So yeah, and then the bottom is that Futura signature. I'm a big fan of Futura, his artwork, just like him as a brand. You know what I mean? Like, well, him as a person, number one, and then everything that he does, I think is just really really tasteful. Not everything he does, but for the most part, majority of the stuff that he does. So these definitely are uh, yeah, I'm so hey, well, maybe it's a blessing in disguise for anybody who wasn't able to get it. Like now you have the ability to get it, and it's not going to cost you like an arm and a leg. It's just going to cost you an arm, you know. So especially in this economy right now. But I am planning to switch out the laces on these to like a pink version, just like a pink lace. I want to see how that's going to look. But if not, then we'll change back to this lace because as you see on the laces here, they do have that transition, right? It's pretty much like you got that like light green that goes into purple, which is kind of cool too. So again, this is definitely, I think, a pair. It's a pair worth talking about. It's like you're wearing a story when you walk out and about. So we had to add. I mean, me being a skateboarder for over 20 years, I had to add at least one SB. I mean, we might add another SB, but I'm still kind of on the fence on what the other pair I'm going to add is. But there you go. Okay, it's coming together. It's coming together, and then I could just chill out. You know what I mean? But but yeah. So we also do happen to have the Verdes. I believe I did. I think I featured those on the channel not too long ago. But also Verdes didn't actually do too well. Like I believe they're kind of trending at that like 300 mark, I think, 280, 300, really depending on, who's buying, who's selling, and all that stuff. So that is another one. Now, I'm really trying to jog my memory what I put for the fourth sneaker. So we're going to get to that, but let me just, again, we're just here to hang out and chill out. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, very excited about this next week coming up. Again, we still have no information. There's no confirmation in terms of what's dropping, what have you. But we're just going to patiently wait. We're going to patiently wait, and we're going to strike when the iron's hot. I know a lot of people definitely are excited about some of the drops that Supreme's doing, some of the drops that Nike's doing. But you notice like they're doing these Travis Scotts at the tail end of the month. They're doing these U1Cs. It's like Nike always has some ammo in the gun. Okay, they're like ready to go. There's always going to be something coming, and I want to tell you this too. There's always going to be something better, and there's always going to be something to look forward to. Okay, because that's how they stay in business, And if these companies aren't able to keep the excitement alive, then the company dies. You know what I mean? So I think it's very important, and it is really nice to be able to always have something to look forward to. But then it's also like everybody's chasing that new high, that new next sneaker. And then once they get it, it's like, even before they even get the sneaker, they're already thinking about, okay, what else is coming out next? You know what I mean? And I think it's really important that this year, and maybe even going forward, that we're just a little bit more intentional with what we're purchasing. And also, I think most importantly, that you are using what you're buying, okay? Now, I think that's actually, it's really hard to give that advice because I think it's advice I could be better about giving to myself in terms of like, hey, if I'm going to buy something, I should wear it. Or if I'm going to buy something, is this something that I see as a sneaker investment? Yes, a sneaker investment. I'm going to say that. Maybe not so much in 2025, but there are some pairs that have maintained their value that I have purchased. Perfect example, the Oreo or the Air Jordan 4 Oreos. Now we hit on those in 2021, I believe is when it dropped. Yeah, 2021, and still in its box DS. And those pairs are going for like $500, $600. Probably one of the best sneaker investments I've ever had. You know what I mean? Considering the fact I think I paid $190 for it or $200 at the time. So really good hold for sure. Which I should actually just put on the shelf, But that is it's not even it's not in the vicinity here. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm thinking about what other pair I can put up here. Like, is it going to be another Nike? Is it going to be? Should I switch it up? Maybe put an Adidas. Should I put a Vans pair? You know what I mean? So, I'm still going to figure that out. I do have a pair in mind. However, I don't know if it's a pair I'm going to be keeping long term. So it might just be here temporarily until I kind of figure out what to do with it. But I do have another sneaker in mind that we were very fortunate to hit, and I believe is sold out everywhere. So that might be one of the ones I might have to switch some of the some of the pairs, because you see how I'm putting this in kind of like a way where it's like it's a low, and then this one's like going up to like a little bit higher, and then something like this that's a little bit more on the chunkier side. You know what I mean? Like it kind of has a little bit of uniform to it. I can totally see like an Air Jordan 4 at the bottom, without a doubt. I can definitely see an Air Jordan 4, but again, I'm not too sure yet. I'm not SB4s. Hey, I could that we have them here. We could definitely put them on. I might do the SB4s, but I'm also considering maybe I'll just feature another sneaker before actually putting another sneaker here. But again, we're still kind of on the fence. So let me come right back with one of the sneakers. I'm still on the fence if I'm going to be putting it or not. But you guys let it be known, okay? Let it be known, okay? I feel like I'm going to be honest. At the end of the day, it's probably all going to be Nike. All right, can anybody guess what sneaker this is? Again, it's not a guarantee I want to put this on the shelf, but I do want to feature on the channel because I have not featured it on the channel just yet. Let me just go ahead and just actually bring this music back. All right. And no, they're not SB4s. Okay, here they are. These are the Flu Games, which I honestly have not seen in hand just yet. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this over here. Wow. Okay. It's kind of interesting how they wrap this all up, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to pull them out. This is a 9.5. I'm still even on the fence on even keeping these. Wow, man, I like these a lot. These are absolute stunners. For me, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I can justify keeping this if I'm playing basketball, honestly, or if I'm wearing shorts. You know, like summertime. Like I think these are absolute stunners. But I'm gonna be real. I am on the fence on actually keeping these, mainly because what? You know what? Actually, I got another pair. Actually, I think I'm gonna put there. I already know which one it is. It's not gonna be these, but I wanted to feature this on the channel, as we did end up hitting on the sneakers app, and I do like these a lot. You got that like nice red gummy bottom with the Air Jordan right there. Super clean. These are fuego, fire. You know, they have such an amazing backstory. So I just wanted to share that on the stream tonight, that this was a contender, okay? But it's not going on the shelf, okay? It's not going on the shelf. But it is nice. It is really nice. I do like it a lot. But I have to justify keeping it, all right? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I like them. I want to keep them. But I'm probably not, okay? If I'm being real. If I'm going to be completely real with you guys, that this one I will probably be selling. So if you're interested in the 9.5, feel free to contact me. DM me on Instagram, Ernest_Con, if you're interested in a 9.5 Flu Games, and we can work something out, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to find a way to flip him, all right? But I think I know which sneaker I'm going to be putting over here, okay? So let me just go ahead and get some more background music here. I already know it. I already know it in the top of my mind. I'm like, I know which pair it is. Okay? So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to get it, and then we're going to complete this sucker, okay? Just because I feel like I feel it's right. It feels right, okay? It definitely does feel right. This year you hit okay. Oh yeah, okay. Metallic, Black Metallics 5s, Galaxy Foams, Brick 4s, nice, yeah. 2 SB4s, what the Kobe's, Dodger Kobe's, all for retail. Wow, man, that's awesome. We hit on a lot. We hit on Black Metallic 5s, Union 1 Jordan 1s. We hit on 3 we hit on 3 SB4s, all for retail, all that Navy, all for retail. And then we did hit on Galaxy Foams, one of them. We ended up paying resale for the other one, which I'm not too happy about. We did not hit on what the Kobe's. We did not hit on Kobe Dodgers, no. But I did get those All-Star Kobe's for retail, which I ended up flipping. And then we also did get, I think at the tail end of last year, we ended up hitting all those Travis Scotts for retail as well, which was nice. I actually never hit ever for a Travis on sneakers, and we actually were able to hit, so it was nice. So a part of me wanted to keep them because I'm like, this is my first Travis hit on sneakers, but you know what? I could not justify keeping them considering the fact, I don't know when I was going to wear them, considering the fact I actually do have some Travis Scotts in the collection already that I'm quite happy with. So for me, it was kind of like you know, I'm kind of like feeling like it's like a 7 out of 10, like on the, you know, justify and keep. I'm just like, it's got to go, you know. Also because we've obtained other stuff along the way, right? Galaxy Foams would look good on that wall. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I'm also like, I think I know what I'm going to put. And I think it is a sneaker that is doing really well right now, and I think it's only just to put it on the you know, on the wall. And of course, what do we got? We got an ad in the background. Sorry about that. Trying to just keep it moving. All right. I wonder if anybody can guess what this is, but yeah, I think this one's pretty straightforward, and it's just like, I think it's just, this is kind of mandatory. So yes, we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna put those black metallics on the shelves because it is, yeah, this is just. This sneaker, guys, is just like, come on, man. With the white laces, come on, man. I'm really kicking myself that I was not awake for that restock. There was a restock, I believe it was it last week? I think it was a restock last week, or was it early this week? Well, I think it was Tuesday, I forget. We slept through. We had no idea. We got notified, but it was a little too late. This is it. And I also think, like, in terms of, like, I don't know, I just feel like, you know, considering the fact, like, I don't really got any black going on over there. I mean, yeah, we do have a little bit of black over here, but it's black with gray. It's just, it's going to look better here. We ain't playing, yo. We ain't playing. These are, just gotta tuck these in. How will, whatever, that's fine. Yo. Oh, let's go, man. So clean. That restock was tough anyways. Oh, yeah, no, I'm sure. Well, look, everybody was out for that, you know. Everybody and their entire family were out to go get that because of what these are doing on the aftermarket. They're doing absolutely bonkers. For 2025? For 2025, for a sneaker to be reselling the way this is reselling? You gotta be kidding me. Sign me up. Sign me up for 10 freaking pairs, please. Sign me up. Sign me up. So yeah, so there we have it. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, filling the sneaker wall. Okay. Now yes, I do have a couple gaps in the bottom, but I don't want it to go that low because when I'm on when I'm streaming, what's up? When I'm streaming, like this is like kind of like enough space. You know what I mean? And if it's too low, my cats are going to get to it, and they're going to destroy the hell out of these sneakers, right? Which we don't want, right? But yeah, I kind of had a feeling that restock was going to be tough, but still, it's like if I was up and I tried with my devices, I would have still had a chance. Now, even if that was going to be microscopic, like a zero point zero 0.05 or a 0.09 or whatever, it's still a damn chance, you know. And yeah, but it this year has been very, very, very kind to your guy. Okay, it really has. Very fortunate to have been able to acquire. Again, I do not take any of this for granted. To be able to hit on these amazing sneakers for really good prices, very blessed over here. So I just want to let that be known that we really care about this community, and I care about the future of sneakers. I really do. I really genuinely feel like there is a solid foundation and a solid future for sneakers, even though the market is very volatile right now. I generally feel like in the future, or kind of with where we're going, there's still a lot of excitement around it, okay? And at the end of the day, we care about our kicks, we care about fashion, we care about how we look and all that stuff, and like it matters. It really generally matters. How your presence and your energy that you bring anywhere, also ties in with what you're wearing, right? So we want to make sure that anybody who's interested in this stuff, again, if you're watching this stream for the first time ever, and you're not subscribed to the channel, I believe 60%, 70% of the people who watch my channel aren't subscribed. Hey, yo, subscribe to the channel. We're not going anywhere. But yeah, no, for sure, man. I mean, again, I don't think I'm going to be changing this every single time, but I just wanted to share that with you. That and I appreciate you joining and hanging with us tonight for sure. Every time we go live, we really make it a point to have content that we like solid foundation content that we're actually going to be covering, and it helps when there's hype stuff to talk about. If there isn't really hype stuff to talk about, sometimes it's a little difficult. But at the end of the day, this isn't so much just about sneakers. This is all about also getting to know me and getting to know you guys at the end of the day. It's like having really a solid community. People who generally care about this stuff and like are vibing off the same type of frequency. It's just like this all matters so much. It really does. It really does, and it's really exciting for me. I'm starting to feel like a little bit more like, hey, we're back, baby. You know what I mean? Because we generally care about this stuff. And again, like my intention for my channel is to educate people about sneakers, give them my honest overall thoughts about it, whether it be putting fits together eventually. And recommendations on certain specific pieces on like, hey, we like this, we think this is awesome, and you can feel free to follow in my footsteps, or feel free to mix it up in your own style as well. At the end of the day, I don't know if I consider myself like a trendsetter or anything like that, but we're very particular about what we wear and what we rock, whether it's on the stream, whether it's outside in the world. Like this all really does matter, but yeah, we're just vibing here. I don't know. It just dawned on me. I just had this like really vivid memory. I remember being in. I was in New York. I believe it was 2022. Yeah, 2022, and it was around the time that they released the taxis. Let me double check real quick. Okay. All right. When did the taxis drop? I was in New York around the time they dropped the taxis. All right. I know, buddy. Okay, I am looking right now. I'm trying to find. I'm gonna have to grab my cat in a bit. I really hate it when I get an itchy nose. Give me a second here. know, buddy. It's my cat, Riley. Well, one of my cats. What's up, buddy? He just wants some attention. Oh, yeah. Hey, 100% Mad Max. No, we really care about this stuff, man. Give me 1 second, man. All right. We're back, and we got a kid. We got a cat. All right. Yeah, man. No, we appreciate you guys joining the stream and chilling out with me and Riley. Let me go ahead and actually, I'm straight up looking at like those Air Journal 1 taxis, and why can't you just tell me like when this drop happened? It's not telling me exactly when. Return policy, it's like, yeah. Okay, I found it. So, September 24th, 2022. Crazy. So, I was in New York around that time. Me and BG actually were supposed to meet up. I believe I ended up meeting New York Dad around that time. But let me go ahead and just bring my screen so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But, yeah, these are really good sneakers, and the quality on this is this is a solid pair. That like bumblebee yellow, solid pair. Okay, and again, I don't care about what people say or where this is at in the market. This is a good sneaker. This is like one of my all-time favorites. Okay, whether you consider it like a Grail or whatever, like this is a good pair. It's a solid Air Jordan 1. I'm a huge fan of Air Jordan 1s, and like this is one of my favorite colorways for sure. This is right up there for me with the, is it the Lightnings or the Thunders? Let me double check over here. Let me actually just double check real quick. We got more advertisements. Yeah, Jordan for, is it Lightning, Thunder? Oh, it's the Thunders. Yeah, it's the Thunders. God. Give me 1 second. It's the Thunders. Yeah. Oh my God, this pair, guys, give it a second to load. This pair, I generally think I not only doubled up, I think I tripled up on this. This is such a good 4. This is just, oh my God, this is one of the best ones, man. Solid. I was actually considering putting it up here. I do have it around because it's like you think about like the pairs that I got going on over here. We got an SB. We got the Cherry 11s. That's kind of non-negotiable. These Ama 3s, which I still need to lace up. I plan on lacing them up soon. And then of course the metallic 5s, right? Now, am I liking the shattered? Oh, dude, am I liking the shattered backwards? Are you kidding me? Let me show you my first ever Air Jordan 1 ever of all time. Okay, it was Let me find it. Okay, Air Jordan 1 orange. Please pop up. I'm like trying to remember the name. The electric orange. This was my first ever Air Jordan 1 ever. Okay, so you're asking me, am I ready for the do I like the shattered backboards? Without a doubt. Like again, I know this wasn't everybody's favorite, but this was my first ever Air Jordan 1. I still have it, okay? And these dropped, when the hell did these drop? Let's, is it here? Is it here somewhere? I'm looking. And again, I know these aren't doing too well. It's not about that. It has nothing to do with how well they're doing aftermarket. This has everything to do with the fact like this is my story, you know, and like this was my first ever Air Jordan 1, and it released 7/17/2021. So you look at the colors, okay? Am I liking the shattered backwards? Without a doubt. That is for me a double up worthy for sure. Especially the fact that I'm a local in San Francisco. Like these are like our colors, okay? So for sure, without a doubt, double up worthy. I'm very excited about the shattered backboards, and especially the fact that it's like I kind of got to the party late when it comes to Air Jordan ones. Like again, this is my first ever Air Jordan 1, and I got in 2021. Like I got this. They had a shock drop, and I ended up hitting on the sneakers app. That was back then, right? So how many years ago was that? Like 4 years ago, I got my first Air Jordan 1. So I just wanted to share that with you. That I love these sneakers. You know, whether there's like too much white on the back. I mean, yeah, they probably could have did the palettes a little bit different, but still, like this pair specifically, I still do want a DS pair of this. Okay. Um, no, the quality they better, man. If they're gonna do the shattered backboards, I mean that has a story in itself, you know. Let me get some music back in here. Yeah, but I like these a lot. And then let's actually just see. I hope I'm spelling it right. Shattered backboard. Okay. So they actually only really have one here, and it's the 3.0s. Let's give it a second. Okay. Yo. So I'm really not the biggest fan of like patent leather. So I believe like this next release, like I'm generally really excited about it. Oh wait a minute. Is this it? Yeah, no, this is it. This is it. I don't even remember when this last released. Let's go ahead and let's check the dates. They better be A1, man. Not gonna lie. So yeah, I mean, considering the fact that these are holding at like that 600 in the day and age that we're living in, I mean, I'm sure these went for 1,000 at a time, but I am generally curious on when these initially dropped. 2015. So okay, 2015. And you know, Nike does this thing, guys, where they bring sneakers back every 10 years. It's time. It's just, it's more than damn time. Okay, but it's game time. Like I want these, and I definitely care about having a double up, one for the collection or display, and then one to rock for the feet. Okay, because like this is, I am a huge fan of Air Jordan ones. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. And yeah, this one's awesome for sure. I'm excited about that for sure. Um, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Mad Max, you know, like, wouldn't you want to watch somebody who's generally just as excited about this stuff? Like, imagine watching someone and they're like, they just like don't really care. They're just like doing this, but they don't really care. It's different. It's completely different. It's like I'd rather like pay attention to somebody who is like dialed in, knows what's going on in the community, and just generally excited about it. You know what I mean? So yeah. And then also it's like it's also fun to be able to like regardless of when you got into sneakers, to be able to like look back on like, hey, what came out before I even got into this stuff. You know what I mean? Because like when I first started working out here in San Francisco, one of the teams that I worked with, they had this thing called Jordan Fridays. So on Friday, because you know it's like we're about to hit the weekend, you know, they'd wear Jordans, whatever Jordans they wanted to wear on Friday was their thing, you know. So if I ever have my own team one day, I'd like to implement that. Like, hey guys, if you're showing up in the office, I mean, I know these days are a little bit different with people working like you know in the like 2 days in the office, 3 days in the office, and what have you. If you have an office job, if you're fortunate to have an office job or unfortunate to have an office job, you know what I mean. But yeah, Jordan Fridays I think is something pretty cool, just to kind of like you know kick off the weekend a little bit with some kicks. You know what I mean? Um, you of course you can tell when people fake it for sure, without a doubt. The fact you get excited about pairs that don't even resell, oh, 100%, man. Yo, like I'm in it for the culture, but I'm also like I'm in it for what I'm actually interested in, and then like because we've been like collecting for quite some time, and like we're very particular about what we wear, what we're putting together with specific pieces. There's a lot that goes into it, but just because a pair is reselling, I couldn't care less. I like whatever, you know. Like Galaxy foams, for example, completely different story. You know what I mean? Like those have a lot of history and stuff like that. I mean, we even paid a damn resell to get another pair. You know, um, but yeah, you know, like there I'm sure there are some pairs I can probably find that are reselling that I'm just like, couldn't really care less for them. You know, but we are very particular about what we wear, all that jazz as I mentioned. So yeah, I'm excited to I'm excited to be hanging out with you all, obviously, um, and yeah, wow, we're a little over an hour, about like hour and 20 minutes into the stream. But again, I appreciate you guys. If you're rewatching this, kindly smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. You know, we take this pretty seriously, and you know our channel's growing, so you know we're trying to get to that 2,000 mark. I mean, it would be nice to get to the 2,000 mark by end of year. I think that's like I think that's a realistic goal. So if you're watching the channel, if you enjoy sneakers, if you enjoy like streetwear content, all that mumbo jumbo, all that jazz, feel free to jump on board and be a part of most worn sneaker of 2025 men. Okay, let me pull it out for you. Okay, one of my all-time favorites. Let me pull it out. Okay, all right, and I'm cleaning them so they do not have the laces. Okay. All right. This, you guys ready for this? This is my most worn sneaker of 2025. Okay, I bought this, I believe, a year and a half ago. Okay, we can even look up when they initially dropped. All right, so going back to the webcam right here. Ready? Three, two, one. This is my most worn pair, right over here. Oh, these are so great. I love these 13s. They're so good. Okay. And let me go ahead and actually look them up real quick. As you see, they do not have their laces, mainly because I just rejuvenated the hell out of these to clean them up. Now, there's still probably some missing pieces that I need to probably take some stones out and what have you. But something about this pair, it's so easy. It's so effortless to wear this, you know? Now, I don't typically wear these like super tight laces on these. But you can tell, like, you want to know how you can tell I really put, like, look at this. I really put the miles on this sucker, okay? We wear our stuff. We care about this stuff, okay? So, and then also what I really like about this specifically is this, the 3M on these. You sold mine half size big. I missed them joints. Oh, no hype. What's going on? Yeah, so this is my most worn pair. We started wearing these. Let me actually check. Yeah, I got an itchy nose today, guys. Okay, let me, Air Jordan 13. These are not the Flints, are they? No, that's the Flint. Give me 2 seconds. This is the Atmosphere Gray. Yeah. Let me pull it up. I think it's Atmosphere Gray. Let me double check. I always forget the name of this one specifically. No, it's not Atmosphere Gray. If you guys remember the name of this one, I'm going to find it for sure, because this is definitely a popular colorway. It's very easy to mix and match. Very easy to mix and match this one. But if you know the name, drop it in the chat. Okay. Okay, we're just letting the stream kind of catch up over here. I know they're gonna pop up momentarily. And again, let me explain why. Let me explain why these are my all-time like favorites. I mean, because they're, number one, very easy to put on and off. It's the black flints. Yeah, I was right. They are the flints. They're just not like they're not the other flints. They're the black flints. And they're not doing too crazy on the aftermarket, you know? Because I guarantee you, I'm gonna get a double up on this one of these days. These ones are they're pretty cooked, but I can't for the life of me get rid of them. I can't. I just have so much sentimental value to it. All right, let me go ahead and just bring them up real quick. So okay, they actually they're not doing too crazy on aftermarket if you're able to get it for 170. No duh. Considering the fact these retailed for 200. Yeah, I mean the sneaker market's pretty down, but these released in 422. So about a year, what? No, 2 years ago. Wow, these are 2 years old. So you know what? I first worn these joints in LA, and we just been wearing them since. I wear them a lot. I definitely have gotten my miles on them for sure. These things are tanks. I love them. I love them. I love them. Let me go ahead and just show you again. Yeah, come on. Tell me, you can't tell me that's not cooked yet. It's getting there. It's getting there, okay? But what I've always loved about this is like the paw print itself. You know, the paw print, you got the carbon fiber shank in the middle. That carbon fiber plate really keeps a solid foundation. Because at the end of the day, these are meant to play basketball in. 100%. And these are, honestly, I know 13s are slept on. I mean, let's just be real. You can look on the aftermarket. 13s don't really do as well as Air Jordan 1s, Air Jordan 4s, Air Jordan 3s, and 5s. But there's just, if you have never, ever worn a 13, I challenge you to wear a 13 and really just put some miles on it. What I personally like about this one specifically is the 3M. When you're under specific light and this illuminates, it's game over. It's just such a difference. People really notice your shoe. When you're wearing them and then it just has like, I don't know, there's fluorescent light or what have you, and this ignites, it completes the sneaker. It makes the sneaker really just like pop off, man. So, such a big fan of this. This one definitely, without a doubt, gets the miles, for sure, okay? You did I cleaned them as best I could. I mean, for the most part, like, the top tends to get really dirty over here because it's all white. Still need to lace them up. I think it's more so like the laces get really dirty. So what I typically recommend to any of my followers, subscribers, is once your white laces just start to get really dirty, you have to get a fresh one. Like there's it's really hard to get some of those initial stains. Some of those stains are really in there for good, regardless if you rejuvenate or the crap out of them. I think sometimes it's just best to just get a fresh white. Okay, you can still just clean your sneakers as best as possible. But just put a fresh. I mean, come on. At the end of the day, this is going to be seen on your feet. Put the investment of like what, $4 or $5 for some laces. Just get some extra laces, okay? And your feet and your sneakers will thank you, okay? Last thing I want to touch on these pretty cooked out sneakers is this over here. That I don't know if you can see it clearly, but there's an Air Jordan 1 hologram in it specifically. It's a little cooked out over here, considering the fact I've had this for quite some time. I really want to get a fresh pair of these. I really like the sneaker, and I could probably talk your ear off about it because this is a solid pair. It really is, and I really like this pair a lot. And you know what's crazy? I remember wearing this in the Nike shop maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. This guy walks by me. He's like, "Hey, yo, those 13s." You know, like some people are just in the know. Like they have an appreciation for 13s, man. You know. So, again, whatever this is doing on aftermarket, I know it's not doing anything crazy. I mean, you could see whoever's trying to sell this is trying to make their money back based on the fact it's selling for, what, like $260 is what you're trying to get on the aftermarket. And then, you know, this person, if they do sell it for $260, they're probably just getting their money back because, you know, there's fees and what have you, okay? So I kind of do feel bad for anybody who picked this up as trying to make some money on the aftermarket because, again, not too many 13s really do well. Now, I much prefer the 13s with the 3M the 3M hit on it. I really do like it. It adds so much oomph to it versus the 13s. Like let's click on another one, Flint 13. let's click on another one that just doesn't have it, like just the all leather ones. I know that we picked up the Soulflies as well. That's another one. But let's just click on. Let's just click on. Yeah, you know what? Let's just actually let's show the Soulfly. Yeah, the Soulflies, for example. Don't get me wrong. I really like the Soulfly 13s. I think they're really nice. But what I wish they had was the 3M. I just wish it had 3M. Okay, let me just wait. Let's give it some seconds. Come on, man. Work with me, please. We just want to show the damn sneaker, yo. So yeah. So whenever it decides to pop up, the Air Jordan 13 Soulflies does have this like nice suede on the top, but there's no reflection. There's no reflection. You got the hologram. These are super clean, really nice. I like them a lot, but I just wish it had that. I wish it had that oomph. You know what I mean? I just wish it had that oomph. Okay. And I mean, even if like the dots reflected or whatever, it's just such a big difference. It's such a game changer to have anything with the 3M. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, y'all. This isn't even doing that well in the aftermarket. Wow. Okay. Again, sneaker market is kind of in the gutter. I don't really recommend anybody to be investing in sneakers these days unless it's a really hyped pair, okay? Now I'm going to X out of that because it's driving me a little nuts and it's not working out for me. But yeah, you know, is what it is. Again, we're just here, we're vibing, we're hanging out. I appreciate you all chilling with me while we got the sneakers on deck. Yep. Feeling good. Feeling right. That's for sure, okay? But yeah, if you guys got any questions, you know, again, I'm just going to briefly introduce myself again for anybody new coming into the channel and doesn't know who the hell this dude is. We have been doing sneaker content since early 2022. I believe it was January of 2022 when we started to kickstart stuff on the channel with sneakers, streetwear, talking about Supreme, all that jazz. We generally care about the community, anybody who's interested in this stuff. We're here to vibe, we're here to hang out, and we're here to talk fashion, you know. That's what we do. Yeah, there's I mean, I know we're on the Supreme page over here, so we don't really need to touch on too much, but I did want to touch on a little bit on all this, you know, spike. Yeah, let me jump into this and we can talk a little bit about it. So, you know, there was the collab with Malcolm X and 40 Acres as well. I'm going to be honest, I think this jacket's nice. It's just not so much for me with like the big circular logos itself. But yes, this did sell out, and I hope if you guys wanted it, you got what you wanted. You know, these are still sitting. I'm not mad about these. I just generally feel like probably the regular denim's the best one. But look, it's all sitting, even in a double XL. You know, even in the double XL, which just goes to show people aren't really feeling this piece specifically. So let me go back to view all real quick. Let's click into new. I'm just going to let you know, out of all the pieces that I liked out of this collab specifically, we can just jump to it. Okay. So this was the, yeah, this was the spike tee. Okay. And, now this isn't the piece that I wanted specifically, but these shirts eventually all sold out. My favorite piece, however, is this. So they came up with two hats for it specifically. And for the Spike Lee items, this, again, I don't want to come off as a poser. I haven't quite seen this movie yet. I'm going to be real. But I generally like, I think this hat is very tasteful. It does have a green brim. I believe the black also has a green brim, but come on, look at this. Look at this. Just take a peek. And then look at this. Womp womp. This isn't as good as this. This is just very tasteful because it does happen to have like those, just the colors look really good together. You got clockers in that nice red and the weird font, and then a Spike Lee joint. Okay, again, whether you're a fan of the movie or not, I do recommend watching the movie. It's on my list of stuff to do and watch. Give me 1 second. Ooh. My cat is trying to escape. Okay. So we got him. He's back. He's back to chill. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on this because I'm not the biggest fan of this logo on the back, but you have the Supreme hit, and then it is a snapback, which I really like, but this is hands down my favorite piece. Out of anything that came out in the Spike Lee, Malcolm X collab, all that stuff, much, much, much prefer this hat over the black one for sure. Let me just go back to my music just so I can just have some stuff playing in the background. And again, I appreciate all y'all for anybody rewatching this on the rewatch crew. Appreciate y'all. Smash that like button if you haven't already. It definitely does mean a lot and helps with the channel. Okay. Now going back to, let me go back to viewing all. And I'm just gonna click into new. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over it real lightly, I believe. So yeah, obviously the purple items like the Umbro collab sold out. This one I think is still there. You got that like Manchester United. And then out of all the jerseys, this one definitely was the better one for sure. For me specifically, not the biggest fan of this hit. If this was not there, man, this piece, if this logo, because look at it, it's gonna get dirty easy. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that logo. I mean, yeah, you want to be able to see 40 acres, a mule. You know, you want to see the branding for sure. But you already got the branding down here, and you're gonna have the branding up here as well. It's just much. And yeah, these all sold out obviously, but I don't know. Every time I see that like nice creme de la creme with the red hits, it's a good solid piece. It's a good solid piece. All right. Anyway, let me go ahead and jump back to view all, and let's just go back to the new, just to see what else. I know some people absolutely hate, well, these are still sitting. Some people absolutely hated this, mainly because of the fact, like, it's just kind of a hodgepodge of, like, what's going on. Like, I don't know, it doesn't really make sense. The jeans in this color, well, with the newspaper jeans, those actually did really well. Let me see. Oh, wow, even the extra large is actually sitting. Out of both of these, the white one is definitely way better than the pink one, in my humble opinion. However, this piece is a miss. It's just a miss. I don't know. Maybe if they didn't put the tiger on, because it's just kind of like you want the story. Like, what does this tiger have to do with anything? I have no idea. I think this T-shirt probably would have sold if it was just the newspaper print without the tiger on it. So I don't really, yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know. But I just wanted to share that with you. Jump back to new. And, yeah, I mean, there's definitely some stuff still sitting. Now, there was a piece that I actually do like, and that's these. I'm going to be honest. I do like this. And some of the larger ones did sell out. Out of both of these, I much prefer this one. This crazy, it almost looks like somebody drew in a chalk or what have you, like on the floor, and then they ended up putting in here just a bunch of Supremes all over it. But I think this is tasteful. I think it's fun. I think it's a very playful type of, short. And having that paired with this hat, which I'm also surprised that this hasn't sold out yet. Considering the fact, I think it's a good hat. I think it's a good hat. Obviously, it's a lot of Supreme branding all over it, but the hat with the shorts, I think I think they do look tasteful together. Not so much this one. This was a hodgepodge of like, I don't know. They're both hodgepodges, but I generally think this one's fun. This one with the shorts is fun. Okay, so just wanted to share that with anybody watching the stream. Okay, now jumping back to that new on initially what just dropped this week. Let's go and let's just scroll down. This did sell out. This like interesting racing hat. All of these are still. Oh, the red eventually sold. Okay, that was sitting a while ago. And then this piece sold out, and I think this is still here. Yeah, this was very expensive, obviously, and then adding tax and all that, you're probably averaging about $2,000 for this piece. This, I wouldn't say it's investment if anything, but this is definitely a collector's piece for sure, without a doubt. Okay, just not for me, but for them,
fashion heads who are actually creating their own brands, who have been inspired by Supreme, I can see how this is like a must-have for sure. Okay, but considering the fact that if you are going to be putting an article of clothing on it, it just definitely does defeat the purpose. Considering the fact you could buy one of these for probably anywhere from like $600 to maybe $1,000 on the aftermarket. I just don't see it. I don't see $2,000 really making sense unless you just absolutely need that Supreme hit. All right. So just wanted to share that with you all. I know nothing new to anybody watching, as you know, you may have already seen what initially dropped from Supreme this week. Now, a lot of people are just really excited about what's to come, which maybe we can even touch on that a little bit tonight before we close out the stream, okay? I generally feel out of everything that dropped from the Umbro stuff, I think this was probably the best piece. This nice blue, solid, and then maybe that, I mean, I do like the black. The black was nice too. Yeah, these are nice. I can see why the black is just an easy, like, play safe if anything. Anyway, we can jump to Supreme Community, and let's go ahead and just take a quick peek at this stuff. Okay, left to drop. Let's go get a left to drop. Now, again, I don't know if I'm going to go for the rest of the stream in the entirety, but I just want to touch on the jackets real quick because I know this is important, okay, before we jump on out of here. We do happen to have the SpongeBob drop that's coming up soon, AOI. We do also happen to have, oh, my cat's trying to get into my box over here. Okay, I'm going to get you, buddy. I'm going to get you because I know you just want to sniff around over here. Okay, so he's back. He's back in the stream. Okay. Yeah, so we got a couple of fleece jackets. We got the Vanson leather pieces. I know I did go through this in my last live, I believe I did go through. A lot of people are anticipating this is going to fly. This violet purple, very tasteful for sure. That is going to go. Denim coaches, maybe the black one for sure. I think is going to go. I just don't like the fact they did the black on darker colors. It just doesn't. I don't think it really looks good together. Ernie Barnes, I'd have to see this fleece in person. I'm really hoping it's not Muppet quality. We don't want that Muppet quality at all. Not at all. Okay, give me 1 second. Just getting a little bit of music back. All right, and then we do happen to have these worn hooded short coats. Old English. I do like this Old English over here. I think this one's pretty tasteful. The other one's not so much. I don't know, something about that like dark, what is it? Dark gray with purple. Dark gray and purple I think look really good together. And we also do happen to have this AOI bomber, but it's on the lower voted rank for a reason. It's not definitely on the top like the other AOI jacket, which everyone wants. And then we do happen to have some satin piping. Not a fan of this specifically. And then this FM stitched trucker jacket. I think this is a good piece. I really do like this. Vote this. I already voted, as you can see. And then this one too. This rhinestone one in the green specifically is definitely absolute banger for sure. Out of all the colors over here, though, I really much prefer the denim out of all of them. But the camel also does really look good with that orange. I think they nailed it with the color combo on that specifically. So either of those will go well, but I'm just basing it on the fact that if you look at this, the fact that there's already a lot going on here, there's too much going on the camo. So I think this one's probably the better one that will sell out first. Okay, we got a couple more Ernie Barnes pieces over here, and then a couple of the Damien Hirst pieces as well. I'm not the biggest fan of this specifically. I just feel like it's way too much going on over there. But yeah, just wanted to touch on that a little bit. And then another piece that I am very, very excited about is this one over here. Very tasteful piece. This white and red bandana. Another one list that is an absolute go for sure. But again, I can see this black one also going too. And then yes, some of the SpongeBob pieces as well. And then I do like this camo, digital camo